How do you show up as vulnerable in a leadership role? Does that mean weakness, or do we push back on that common notion and say we actually feel the opposite? So what's your perspective on that?
I think this plays into a lot of, and I hate putting it in this bucket, but I think it'll resonate a little bit with some of the folks that are listening, and I'm sure with you as well. I don't want to call it old school, new school mentality. I don't even want to get into the whole word of millennial, because to me all that is bullshit, and I don't buy into it. However, I think vulnerability was an old school thought of weakness. I think moving forward, vulnerability builds credibility because it leads from authenticity. It's from self-awareness. It's from being genuine. It's from actually caring. If you're vulnerable, you care. There's a reason why you're in that position, right? Because you actually care to make sure it's right, or make sure whatever it is at its best. So you're going to not know things. You're going to ask questions. There's not one human being in this entire world that knows everything. I mean, you're pretty damn smart, Paul, but you don't know everything, right? And
far from it.
And no one does. And so if there's an expectation that somebody that's in a leadership position should know everything, that's already a false expectation, and you're already in trouble if you're in that position as a leader. Number one. Number two, the more vulnerable you are, I think, with people that are, again, I hate using even the word underneath, because I don't even believe in this org chart type stuff. Everyone works together to achieve the right goal and the right purpose and the right understanding. So if you're vulnerable with that, it gains not only credibility, vulnerability gains trust. And to me, trust is such a thing that it's easy to start, even easier to break. And I think, and that's for a lot of people, that's not everybody, but it's just what I've seen, especially in the sports environment and in our industry. Sure. You're provided a pretty easy start to have the open trust and understanding, but just like that, it can be broken.